Thank you so much for coming back to talk with me about some of the things that you have going on in your life. I know that you've got a plate full of responsibilities, and it's kind of new experiences too for you, being in college for the first time and not being with your friends and not feeling kind of like you're as supported as you were in high school. So we had talked a little bit last week about setting up some goals, some things that we can work on here in therapy to help you through this time. One of the biggest being cognitive behavioral therapy. That's kind of when your thoughts influence your moods, and then vice versa. And those things can also influence your behaviors and the way you cope with things. So kind of going into this, the model of how it works is that your thoughts influence your moods influences your behaviors, and then your behaviors will actually influence your reactions to things. So that's why sometimes when you feel very overwhelmed, you're unmotivated, because your thought is, there's no way I'm going to get this all done. That leads you to a low mood, and then you get to where your behaviors are, apathetic, you're not as motivated as you were, and then your physical reactions affects you kind of in your whole physical person. So one of my favorite interventions that I like to use with some of this is to keep you in your present mood, or your present mindset, so that you're not constantly getting stressed out by all the things that you do have to do, because you have a lot on your plate. So right now, if we take what works for you to be in a more positive mindset so that you can tackle all these major things that you have on your plate, we got to stay kind of in the present rather than stressing about what we haven't done yet, what needs to get done, or vice versa, feeling guilt or remorse or lack of motivation over things that maybe you didn't do the way that you wanted to. So we're going to do a mindfulness activity and kind of try and reshape the way that we view things, okay?
Okay.
So I want you to do this visualization exercise with me. So let's first get comfortable. You're in a comfortable position?
Feel like it.
Okay, great. I want you to get as comfortable as possible, and I want you to take a minute to just appreciate this moment where we are right now, okay? This is going to help us explore emotions and feelings and kind of develop that inner voice. So now I want you to close your eyes. Okay, imagine you are out for a long walk into nature. You are walking and walking, and you can feel nature all around you. Visualize a green meadow. It's the greenest color that you like the most. Visualize an extension of green grass that extends to a nearby forest. You see the green grass and the green reflections of the sun on the meadow. You extend the look towards the forest, and you see leaves of all the possible green tones. It's relaxing, very relaxing. The sun is reflecting in the green leaves of the trees, and a myriad of delicate shades of green are formed before your eyes, echoing each other, creating a green, three-dimensional space. It is beautiful, and you enjoy it. You breathe calmly, pure air, full of the oxygen produced by the trees of the forest. You find yourself breathing a green, relaxing air. With each breath, you relax more and more. You listen to the sounds of nature, a sound passing between the leaves of the trees. It is relaxing, very relaxing. You hear the sound of the wind in the leaves and relax more and more. You stop for a moment, observing the green meadow, the old centenary trees, their beautiful leaves. Now you hear a sound while walking. You hear it closer and closer. It's calming, relaxing. It's water. It's a canal that passes in front of you. Be aware of your rhythm of the flowing water. The water is crystal clear. It flows over and over again. You walk by the river, following its natural flow. Observe the canal barges floating and passing by. They soothe your soul as you imagine these are your worries, your fears, but they are floating away. Feel how you enter the river, but you don't swim. You immerse yourself in it and let your body float without making any movement. Let the river carry you in your imagination. Feel how the river modifies its flow and increases and decreases its intensity. Be still, although the rhythm of the river changes. Feel your breath and try to keep it as deep and stable, even if your imagination, the river flows faster and faster. Stay like this for a few minutes and slowly recover the consciousness of your body. Start moving your arms and feet and slowly open your eyes. Sit up slowly. Now you know what it feels like to float and flow in the river of life. Take this feeling to all your daily actions and thoughts. Now you see a beach on the horizon and you walk to get there. You follow the stream and its flow, and at its pace, you get there. Visualize the small beach nearby the canal, the blue sea, the golden sand. You lie on the sand, and it is delightful. The energy of the sun accumulated in the grains of sand penetrate your back, relaxing you. You feel that accumulated heat and how it's spread in your back. It's relaxing. It's very nice. It's a delicious sensation. The blue sea, the blue sky without clouds, the sound of the wind on the leaves of the trees behind you. The sun strikes your arms and you feel the warmth more and more. The sun warms your chest and your legs. Your legs, they sink heavier in the sand, relaxing you more and more. You hear the rhythmic and balanced sound of the waves that seem to rock in this calm blue sea under this precious blue sky. You hear the sound of the wind. You feel the canal waters becoming one with the sea, listening to its flow and its energy expanding and expanding. You become aware of your body and your mind resting, relaxed, more relaxed. I want you to open your eyes. How do you feel?
Good, relaxed.
Okay. Mindfulness is a really helpful exercise to use when you're in those moments when you just feel like you're very overwhelmed, you're anxious, you're stressed, you're experiencing lack of motivation, depression. You can take those and just take a minute. It doesn't take long to do an exercise like this. And then you can kind of use that to reorient yourself, bring you back to the present, relax, regulate your breathing, your heart rate, all those physical sensations that come with feeling kind of anxious and worried and stressed. You can kind of relax that and practice this every time, maybe a couple times a week, even just intentionally, like before you go to bed or before you start doing homework or anything that kind of maybe stresses you out. Maybe a long day at work, you come home and you're just like, I need to relax. Do a meditation exercise like this or a mindfulness exercise like this, and that should help.
Cool.
Okay, thanks so much.